What's going on, everybody out there? This is Spencer, man. Listen, I'm here with my great guy, Brother Oscar White. Me and Brother Oscar White have been around for about 4 or 5 years, but you know, one of the interesting things is I always meet with Brother Oscar White. And Brother Oscar White is a Bible school teacher, scholar. But I had a conversation with Brother Oscar probably about last week and about 2 weeks ago, but he told me about it. I always was fascinated about what Brother Oscar do. Brother Oscar, tell us, what is it that you do, Brother Oscar?
I'm a truck driver.
You're a truck driver?
And I haul heavy equipment.
Wait a minute. Now, you're a truck driver and you haul heavy equipment.
Heavy equipment.
Now, here's the interesting thing when Brother Oscar was telling me about heavy equipment. For all of y'all that are out there that are vision-oriented, I've been really doing a series about getting back to the basics, and something Brother Oscar said about hauling heavy equipment that really just spun me. Now, Brother Oscar, what are the major things about hauling heavy equipment? Tell me about hauling heavy equipment.
Well, you might say that I'm a heavy load hauler.
Right.
And when you're hauling heavy equipment, the first thing you have to do is get you a permit.
Get you a permit? What you mean get a permit?
Well, you have to get a permit from the state anytime you're hauling a load that's too wide or
too wide? So you mean there are certain loads that are heavy loads and then there are certain loads that are wide
loads.
Okay.
So you get a permit from the state and it'll tell you the route that you need to go to get to your destination.
Wait a minute. Now here's where it got deep with me. There's a route that you must go to get to your destination. So is this route, do you know about the route that you're going to?
No, not until you get a permit from the state.
Oh, so you have to have a permit.
A permit.
Okay.
And they would map out your route that you need to go.
Now, you also told me something about having an escort when you're heavy. Tell me about that.
That's the second thing that you would need. You would need an escort. And what an escort do is go ahead of the heavy load.
For what?
To let them know that you have a heavy load and you're going through.
You got a heavy load and you going through. Okay, so now, this escort, can you have a wrong kind of escort or a bad escort?
Yeah, you have to have a good escort because when they go ahead, they have to clear the way for you. And you can't be stopping and starting.
Why is that, Brother Oscar?
Because see, if you get once you get a heavy load going, you have to keep that momentum going. If you stop and start a lot, you can ruin a transmission or tear up a rear end.
Wait a minute now, listen to this. This is where it gets tricky when you talk about vision. If you have a heavy load that you carry, first of all, you got to have an escort. And then secondly, what you can't do when you get into that route and stop and go, what will happen, Brother Oscar?
You could tear up a rear end or a transmission.
Carrying a heavy
load. You can't be starting and stopping. Once you get to going, you have to go on through.
Now, Brother Oscar, as a Bible scholar and a Bible teacher, how would you apply that to us in everyday life?
Well, the way I would apply that to everyday life, everybody, Spencer, is carrying a heavy load. And Jesus is our escort. We have the Bible as our permit, telling us the route that we need to go.
Okay.
With that heavy load.
So, but if we get started, what happens?
When you get started, you have to stay. And I like to call a route that we have to go in the biblical term, Route 66.
Oh my, okay.
Because there are 66 books in the Bible.
There you go, Brother Oscar.
Now you have to stay on Route 66 if you want to make it to your destination.
My.
Jesus has came and prepared the way. For he said in his word, I am the way. No man come to the Father but by me.
Wait a minute, hold on before you get to teaching the class. Brother Oscar, now we've been around 4 or 5 years. Brother Oscar, where is it that you go to church at?
I go to church at Community Missionary Baptist Church.
Who's the pastor over there?
Pastor Oscar D. Epps.
Now we understand. Now you teach a class there, right?
I teach a class. I teach 40 and over. 40 and over.
So you teaching wisdom. When is it that if people are out there listening to this right now, when can they attend this class and where is Community Church at?
Community Missionary Baptist Church is at 115 West Beltline Road in DeSoto, Texas, 75115.
Okay.
I teach a wild class on Wednesday nights at 6:30 p.m.
Okay, now we want to make sure we give mad props to the community church and Pastor Epps. And Brother Oscar, I want to thank you for coming by sharing about how to carry a heavy load.
Thank you, Spencer.